Hey guys, check this out. I wanted to talk a little bit more about the upcoming InterVarsity Faith in Business conference called Unleash Creativity. It's really kind of a neat format. We got an action-packed lineup of some speakers that I'm really excited to meet and to hear from. We got a lot of speakers lined up in very kind of short time for each one of them to kind of make their point and to impact us all in a very powerful way. So it's a really neat format. My specific section is called The Intersection. What was he thinking? And we're going to go over some really neat stuff, mainly centering around the story of Joseph, the warehouse czar. We're going to talk about how Joseph reached this great intersection in his life where he finally figured out what God was doing in his life, and how when he did that, his specific skill set and basically his role as a business person really transformed biblical history at the time and really protected the people of God so that they were able to survive and exist and go forward. And a lot of other characters that we're going to talk about very quickly, but mostly in the breakout session, is Moses, activism gone wild, and Esther, who gives new meaning to the term God save the queen, and Daniel will talk about his ability as a sorcerer. We'll talk about Peter's ability to gamble and how that ended up being gambling for God, and the Apostle Paul and how he was really this awesome viral cowboy, and Lydia, the Asian sensation. I know these are all maybe terms that you haven't heard before describing these biblical characters, but wanted to paint them in a new picture, specifically in light of being a business person or someone that works, outside of traditional vocational ministry, and how God can really use that if we allow Him to meet us at this intersection and to really change the world and impact His kingdom. And obviously, we're going to talk about Jesus, the solution, and really the powerful intersection He came across as well. And it's very similar for all the characters, and it really kind of hits home in Joseph as well as obviously in Jesus, the perfect role model for being a working person and then making a difference for the kingdom. Again, my section is called The Intersection, and it's going to purposely spill over into the longer afternoon breakout session, which is called Why Brainstorming Stupid. So we're going to continue the conversation we started in the morning and specifically talk about creative business solutions to social needs. I know that you'll enjoy it. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going to enjoy it as well. And like all InterVarsity conferences, it's going to help us grow more into our adult faith, where we learn to ask the right questions, challenge and disagree with what's being said. We're going to be able to make some decisions so that we can go ahead and try these things and make mistakes and try again in the context of a safe and encouraging and smart Christian community. And it's going to lead us to have the ability to have integrity in the integration of our faith and what it is we're going to be doing once we graduate and what we're doing with our different jobs and whatnot. And lastly, how to expand God's kingdom with who we are and what it is we do for our job. And if you think about it, most of us spend most of our time at work, and so it's different than being in college and spending 30, 40 hours a week with our friends and fellowship and that kind of stuff. It's really about spending about 40, 50, 60 hours a week in the business context. So really looking forward to meeting you there. I hope that you get something good out of my specific talk as well as all the other speakers, because I know I will, and it's just going to be great. Through your work, God can transform the world. Hope to see you.